So those that have been watching this channel will have already seen that I've done bold predictions for all top 5 of the English football leagues, including the Premier League. But one of the bold predictions I did not say, spoiler alert, was that Manchester City are going to be relegated this season. Now, if I said that, you might think I'm a bit crazy with that, and to be honest with you, with what's been happening recently, you might well be inclined to go along with that train of thought, really. I mean, they've won the last 4 Premier League titles in a row, and they've just won the FA Community Shield as well. But because of what's going on behind the scenes, really, with the Premier League and Manchester City, the odds of Manchester City being relegated are actually a lot shorter than you'd think. In fact, Manchester City simultaneously find themselves as both the favourite to win the Premier League and also one of the favourites to be relegated from the Premier League. But why is this? Well, as I kind of alluded to, of course, it is those 115 charges that we hear so much about. But let's go into the details of this, because it is a fascinating betting anomaly, really. I mean, I don't gamble, I'll be honest with you guys. I don't personally, it's just a choice that I have. A lot of people do, obviously. But I do use the bookies odds all the time to really kind of give my opinions. That was basically what I formed a lot of my bold predictions around. I looked at the bookies odds and I was like, right, I don't think that'll happen. Oh, that might happen. And kind of went from there. So let's have a look what's being said here. So shout out to the good old ESPN Australia for covering this story here. So, given they have won 6 of the past 7 Premier League titles and have a seemingly never-ending pipeline of talent, Manchester City sitting atop the odds boards and garnering significant action to win the league once again should come as little surprise. But what might be surprising is that the Sky Blues are also one of the action leaders in the relegation market. Manchester City lead the league winner field with plus 120 odds. These are Australian odds. I don't know how these work. I think that means that if you, I could be wrong here, but if you put on £1, sorry, well, in this case it's Australia, so $1.20, you'll get $1 back if they win the league. Closely followed by Arsenal at plus 180, and then less closely followed by Liverpool in a distant third at plus 700. So I think Liverpool at 700 is 7-1 for people in the UK. I don't understand these odd systems, guys. Everybody's got different odd systems. It's just plain odd. Sorry. The odds see a significant drop off there after that, with Chelsea and Manchester United tied at plus 2,200 as per ESPN Bet, plugging their own betting outlet there. Nice one, guys. Fair enough, though. You're going to do it, aren't you? Much of the public is counting on City to win their 5th consecutive title this season, as they have grabbed 26% of the tickets at ESPN Bet, 18.2% at BetMGM, and 50% at DraftKings, the latter two of which lead the field. However, it's Arsenal that are getting the most of the handle, taking a leading 54% at ESPN, 37% at DraftKings, and 31% at FanDuel, with Liverpool also making noise at ESPN Bet with 18% of the bets. By contrast, Man City have just 8% of the handle at ESPN Bet. Most people thinking that they can't extend their record breaking 4 in a row to make it 5. I mean, I personally think they won't, but it's brave to bet against them. The club is projected to be as dominant as it has been over the past several seasons, but its odds to win have all dropped from 120 at open in mid-May to their current position. The line moves and the betting action against City are the result of pending financial regulation charges against them, with a verdict, including appeal, expected to be reached by the end of the season. I think that all starts in November time, and I think the verdict is to happen by sometime in February, I believe it is, but it's all if buts and maybes. But regardless, even with that, they are expecting to be charged with whatever charges they see fit before the end of the season, which is of course the end of May. And this all happening like 5 years after this was initially broken. I mean, it's taken so long. I mean, if this was Everton would have been relegated to the Conference North by now. But there we go. One system for one system for the other. Allegedly. But probably, yeah. Should the Premier League find Manchester City guilty of some or all of the violations, the club could be facing a massive season points reduction or even the expulsion from the league. Yeah, there are rumours of them being dropped all the way down to the National League, being kicked out of the Premier League and the EFL because the National League doesn't have as many regulations on financials as what the top 4 divisions in England do. So we'll have to see. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen with it, but yeah, I found it fascinating really that Man City are in a situation where they could win the league, but then be kicked out of the league. And then what happens to their previous titles? Do they keep them? Do they get stripped of them? Do other teams fill in? Do we have a Solskjaer-led Manchester United and a Brendan Rodgers-led Liverpool being awarded Premier League titles after the fact? Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, guys, I want to hear your thoughts on it. What do you think? Manchester City, Premier League champions, relegation favourites? Both? Kind of seems like both going off of this. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Who do you think is going to win the Premier League title this season as well? And of course, keep it tuned right here to thefootballchronicle.com. Comment, like, share, subscribe, and ring the bell as well for much more football content just like this.